All right. The ONA virus spreading across America thanks to XM satellite radio.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
This has been bugging me for 2 weeks. Every time I go into the bathroom, the goddamn window is open. Who is opening the window? Is it you, Noah?
It is freezing.
It's 35 degrees out. How bad are somebody's log fumes? Leave the fucking window closed.
You know, you're right. That bathroom is freezing cold because the window's open.
Some germaphobe is like, I got to open the window to get the dirty germs out. Why?
You want a bathroom all hot.
Yeah, and steamy. You want to smell what the fella next to you had for lunch. Nothing better than leaning your head into the store going, hey, pastrami, and he laughs, and he gives you the old knuckle to the chin. But I went in there and I closed it earlier this morning. So somebody went in and opened it. I would like somebody to fess up.
Reopened it. Ben? No? He doesn't know? I thought he was coming in with an answer.
No. Do you know who's opening that bathroom window?
It might be Ben, because that gust of wind maybe hits him when he opens the window.
No, I actually open it because it smells like shit in there.
No, it doesn't.
Wait, you're the one that opens it every morning?
I'm not the only one that does it.
Oh, so Ben is...
Exactly. Who else does it? It's 30 degrees out. I'm trying to shit.
It's not 30 degrees
My
out.
bag is gripping me like a little hornet's nest.
Good. First of all, you destroy that place. So when you go in there,
you really teach that bathroom a lesson.
Well, you're not supposed to go in there and eat egg salad. You walk in, you take your dump or your leak, and you leave. It's not supposed to smell good in there. It's a men's room.
I miss Richard Dreyfuss with AIDS.
Yeah, we do miss him.
That guy that used to clean the bathroom at NEW.
Yeah.
That guy would put a yellow...
he would have welded that window shut so no one could open it.
You know what used to suck about that guy? He would always be there when you had to take the dump. We used to get these limited times where we could actually squeeze out a dump.
Limited times? You were playing 18 minutes of commercials an hour.
Yeah, but there was always something going on where it was hard to run all the way down the hall to get to that bathroom
and you didn't know
the dump.
And you didn't know if Norton was banging some chick over the toilet.
Chick over the toilet, which he'd been known to do.
How many times did you bang chicks in that bathroom?
Not many. One or twice.
The answer should be like never, because it's a work environment. But Norton's answer is not many.
One time I whacked my bag with some chick in the stinky stairwell. Yeah. A couple times I hooked up in there. I got blown in there once. That was a great. NEW was fantastic.
Yeah. Lots of nooks and crannies.
Places to leave loads all over.
Now,
the thing is, there's nowhere. It's all well lit.
The bathroom there that we used to use for dumps wasn't just an NEW bathroom. It was for that floor. So other people from other offices would go into that bathroom.
We kind of had like a private bathroom, outside the studio, but we made it
we made it no crunch zone.
The crunch-free zone.
Because it stunk the entire green room up.
Right.
You could take a dump in there, and then the door would open up, and it would stink the entire floor up. So we said no crunching, that's for urination only. And then the other bathroom, you'd run down there, and there was Richard Dreyfuss with AIDS cleaning up with his big yellow gloves on, the door propped open with his cart, and you're like, it just wrecked. I can't now take a dump. Could be making some noise.
Oh, man, and when one of those logs got stuck, he would just put that yellow glove on and go to town to make sure it went down that bowl.
He'd choke it. He would choke it and break it apart so it went down with his bare hand.
If you had trouble taking a dump, he'd actually pick you up and bear hug you from the front and help squeeze it out like your toothpaste, that faggot. I remember one time I was on a bowl and I'm dropping what was awful, some type of a miscarriage in the toilet, and I see his foot come under my stall and pull a piece of paper out that was sticking half up. Ugh.
That guy has the worst job, and he loved his job.
He really did.
He took his job very seriously.
I don't know what his name was, but I hope he died in the 2 years that we were off. Tragically.
We kind of like that guy.
I hope he was at his kid's wedding and he had a stroke while cleaning a bathroom.
We like that guy.
We didn't like him.
I didn't
do anything to you.
I didn't like him.
He ruined about 40 dumps. He should die in a tuxedo scooping a toilet out.
Dude, the guy was making $15,000 a year to squish logs so they could go down a bowl. And
I bet you he wasn't making anything. He probably showed up voluntarily to do it.
And you wished death on the guy?
He did ruin a lot of dumps.
All I ask is that I'm alone in the bathroom.
Do you know when you're walking?
No, you don't ask for being alone in the bathroom. As soon as one of us wants to go to the bathroom, you follow right behind us.
To take a whiz is fine, but I got to take a dump.
Right.
I want nothing.
There were times where I'd be walking down the hallway when you got the pain where the back of your thighs hurt, there's only one thing going to fix it. You know, getting in there and releasing.
Yep.
And your body knows that you're approaching the bathroom and starts winding up, and you're around that corner, and there's Richard Dreyfuss with AIDS with his cart and his gloves, and you're just, God, I'm already in the mode. I've started The wheels are in motion.
That gas pain where you're unbuttoning your belt, undoing your belt, and you're afraid that if you sit, you're going to shit on the way down. You ever have to? I've actually had to stand over the toilet and not bend until that one gas pain.
Right.
If I try to bend, I'm going to shit down the back of my leg.
Over.
Those are the best. And you hold it until you get the chapter you want, and then you just start reading release.
Why is it you have to get to a page and start reading?
I'm thumbing right through this particular chess problem. I like to read chess books on the toilet. I'll actually hold it until I get to the right Kasparov game. I'm a weirdo, yeah.
I have a pile of popular mechanics. I read popular mechanics. Hey, what's new? Let's see what's coming out. Hey, look at what was out 100 years ago today.
I'm not in long enough to read anything. I'm not in there long enough to read anything.
I'm trying to figure out a way to get a magnetic chessboard so I can bring it in the bathroom so I can work out chess moves on the toilet.
Chess moves?
I swear to God, that's all I want to do. Play chess on the toilet.
How are you not in there long enough to read?
Yeah, what do you just poop and leave?
Yeah, just real quick.
There are times that you'll just be relaxing. You're done with your business, but I'm not done reading.
No.
And then you get the big butt hickey ring. Dude, and you wind up walking out. You look like a newborn fawn. I'm walking out on your asleep legs.
I'm back to being regular.
Yeah, but you could be regular and still hang out for a quick
Get up
read.
at 4, 3 quick dumps within 15 minutes. Done for the day.
Do you really?
Yep, done for the day.
Jesus,
back to normal.
Cancer patient bowels. 3 dumps as soon as you get up.
3 dumps,
You in
one
the
after
military?
another. It's the
Get out of that head!
It's the weirdest thing.
I want that head so clean that Opie himself will be proud to take a dump in it 3 times before he goes to work.
I once had one stuck. So I eat all this oatmeal and crap.
Right.
I was on the train, and I was in there for a long time, and it was still attached. And I know it was and you know the bowls and the trains and stuff, that there's a lot of room before it hits water.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of hanging there.
Oh God!
A bungee log.
But the best part, I knew there was a lot more in me attached to this particular log. And I'm sitting there, and I'm waiting. I'm like, what the F I'm going to do? So I start doing the dump exercises. Like, I stand up, and I start, jumping, just trying to release the thing from my body. I swear to God, I really thought I would have to go in there with whatever. It probably would have had to be my fingers or something. I don't know.
It turns sideways halfway out sometimes and just jams, and it's awful.
Turns sideways.
But when you go to wipe it, if you have to finish, if you're like, this is not going to happen, you go through 50 pieces of paper, and it's still a problem.
No. I have to stay in there until it's all out.
Do you?
That's why you got to hang out for a while.
But I was pushing my stomach. I was jumping up and down a little bit, and this damn thing was still attached.
I can't stand how gross these conversations get, but I guess everyone goes through it.
Yeah.
Now when you're not done, and the final chapter hasn't happened, the final drop hasn't been done.
It's hanging, and I know I got at least another 4 to 5 inches.
What about the surprise though? You think it came off. You're sitting there reading, and after a while it's like, what? You feel that, and then whoop! It's like, I didn't even know that was there.
Or you stand up, and it's gotten a little cooler because your body temperature isn't with it, and you feel it brush against the back of your cheek, and you're like,
come on!
You know what I'm talking about? There's that little piece that's still
stuck.
You
wipe?
No, when you stand up, I stand up to wipe. I don't wipe I don't sit and wipe. I'm not a girl. I stand up and put 1 foot on the bowl, and 1 foot...
Wait, no.
Always. I never sit.
Don't look at me like I'm weird when everyone's laughing at you for your wiping habit.
I stand up when I wipe.
Why do we have to have the demonstration?
I just feel the way I'm talking.
That's really how you wipe?
You stand up.
And put 1 foot on the bowl seat, and the other foot's on the floor, and I actually lean forward and arch my ass out. It is very bizarre. And I wipe. This way I can get in there. I want it clean.
Oh, man.
You guys sit on a toilet and wipe?
There's
God.
You don't sit. It's a bend over thing.
Yeah,
so you're your head is between your knees, right. But you're still sitting.
Never.
And then you reach back and you take care of business.
No.
There's no standing.
Dude, it was embarrassing.
That defeats the purpose. You're messing stuff up by standing up.
When I was in Iraq, one of the problems we had to use these bathrooms the soldiers used, and they're like these little portable tents that have these 10 stalls next to each other.
Yeah.
And when you sit, your feet go straight out, and there's a leather curtain. So I think they just don't want you on the toilet all day, so they make it slightly uncomfortable. So I would do that to wipe my ass, but my head would poke out of the curtain, so people walking into the bathroom would just see me half leaning out of the curtain. But it was the only way I could wipe my crack.
Oh, these are so sick. Yes, Ben?
I got a great one.
my old apartment when I first moved to New York. I had this little apartment. I was dating this girl, and I'd come home, and I'd taken a dump, and it got all clogged up, and I didn't have a plunger. So imagine what it was like. I had to go down to the doorman downstairs and come back up. That was a pretty bad one.
Nothing worse. Brutal. Nothing worse than the overflowing toilet at someone else's house.
You ever have a log overflow over the top of the bowl?
When I see, I learned this at a very young age. When I see the water coming up in the toilet,
you get that panic.
You panic, but right away I lunge under the toilet, and it's a race against time. Will the water reach the top and overflow, or will I shut that valve off quick enough?
Where under the toilet is that?
Under every toilet, on the side or under the toilet,
has that little knob.
is the little tin valve
that
you must turn quickly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And it shuts off, and right when the water reaches the top, but then you got to get rid of it.
Plunger.
What if there's no plunger?
Fishnet.
I have learned to use
little guppy
anything in the garbage pail. Sometimes I've used shampoo bottles at people's houses, where if the water goes down low enough, you wait long enough, it'll slowly go down, but it won't be unplugged. You take a shampoo bottle, shove it in there, and then pull it out real quick. It'll do it. Rolled up newspaper. If people read a lot, or a magazine, you roll it up, shove it down the hole, and then give it a few pumps. And then you'll hear that, the crap's down. I'm off the hook. Because you don't want to,
Oh, you don't want logs in your little bath mat. Little pieces of fetid dump. You'll never get that stuff out. Telling you.
Yeah, Bill brings up a good point here. Bill from Colorado. Go ahead.
Hey, man, I was listening to Jimmy talk about the position he's in when he wipes his ass. When I was a kid once, I think I walked in on my sister. I think that's the same position girls get in when they put a tampon in, isn't it?
You know that's what's on the box.
You're probably right. Yeah.
That's the instruction on the box. It shows a girl how to stand. That it's 1 foot on the toilet, 1 foot on the floor, and then the insertion.
For me, it's just to get my crack nice and clean. That's why I do it. I don't have a very hairy crack, but I like it clean. I'm a weirdo, but I like hygiene.
Oh, you can like it clean, but you don't have to use that position.
Dude, I dig my finger in. I look at every piece of paper. I do. It's not gross. I'm clean.
Rick, what's going on?
One of you guys could eat my ass right now. It's fantastic.
Actually penetrate.
Yeah, always.
Do you use the little wipes that they have?
I actually bought them recently, and what I'll do...
Aren't they a treat?
Not every time, but if I usually shower after. If I'm going out, I'll shower. But I'll take toilet paper, I'll wipe it, I'll use the wipes and get it, like wrap the finger in the wipe and then push it up, pull it out. I want the whole channel clean, dude. I don't just want the outside. You guys want the... That's why you get skid marks. I never get skid marks. Ever.
I don't get skid marks.
You guys have told
years ago.
Well, I'm just saying.
Well, that's because I had the
years
flu.
ago.
It looked like a used shoe shine rag because I had the flu.
I have the flu sometimes.
As long as you have a nice airtight seal, there's no need to clear beyond the doorway to clean it up,
Sorry, guys.
You don't have to penetrate the seal.
Always. If a chick's giving you a Hummer and she licks your bag, it's going to reek. You ever go down on a girl and smell that? I've had that happen where you're going down on her and like she parts her legs and like that smell of old Capicol comes up and you're like...
Let's go to Kurt in Jersey. What's up, Kurt?
Okay, I give up. Go back to gay.
We're doing pretty well getting the gay out so far.
That's funny.
We had that hot chick from Oregon this morning. She was all right. And actually, Rick is calling from Oregon as well. Rick, what's up?
All right, enough of this stuff. It's like I'm driving a big truck down the road. There's nowhere to pull off the road, and now I got to take a dump.
Now you got to go.
All right.
That little gurgling. Is there anything worse than that gurgling when you can't do anything about it?
Percolating.
Yeah, we call it the
percolating.
You're percolating.
I had one before I got on a flight to Atlanta a few months ago. I don't know what was wrong. I wasn't sick, but I must have taken 8 shits in the airport. That's the worst place to take a dump. Everybody's got their laptops.
Hold on. We got to go to the phones real fast.
Uh-oh.
Before we lose John. Go ahead, John.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, you're going to bring up something that we talk about all the time on the show, but go ahead.
Well, the way Jimmy wipes, he likes to keep himself nice and clean by wiping that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the next guy who uses the toilet has to sit down where he just put his foot. The foot that walked across the bathroom floor through all the pee drip and all the pee tears and grit.
Yeah, you raise a good point, but I'm talking. Most of my dumps, 80% of them are done at home or in hotels. But even so, I'm Willie Wipe when it comes to the seat. So you got to wipe the seat off. That's the next guy's responsibility.
Yeah, okay.
I thought he was going to talk about something else. How
everybody will think about that the next time they go.
You keep yourself perfectly clean, but then you have no problem diving into some whore's ass.
I didn't say there are no inconsistencies.
Yes, there are inconsistencies.
And whenever I wipe my chest, I put my foot up.
All right. Thank you, John.
Thanks, bye.
Al the cop from East Northport has a little story. At some chick's party back in high school, my bud had a crap that wouldn't fit down the bowl because of its length. So he took a comb out of the comb and brush holder on the girl's sink, sawed the log in half, rinsed the comb, and put it back.
Oh, that's great.
Nice. Despicable.
Yeah, someone's wondering why they have a peanut in their hair.
That's good.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony. Ooh, it's in my shoes. Ramon, clean this up. Here's Opie and Anthony.